Josiah calls me and he lets me know that he's been battling with the venue and the venue has now permanently banned and blacklisted me from their property.
Wait, what?
Yes, dude.
What?
I'm not kidding, dude. I wish I was.
Wait, you have been banned and blacklisted for doing what they ask? Ah! Fuck!
Welcome to the Spencer Whiteout podcast. Rated R.
You have some criminal charges with you, bro. It's like we're avoiding the sharks. Call it leather fetish, dude.
Yo, today Turbo Neck Day?
I'll give you a kiss. You give me your number.
That checked out a ton, dude. Tell me you felt.
We're Americans. We're the ones that are descendants from the 1776 musket-bearing motherfuckers.
Welcome to the Spencer Whiteout podcast, where we collect experiences as badges, memories as treasures, and stories as wealth. In today's bonus episode, we tell our side of the saga, the full story of how I became permanently banned from Omnicom. We leave no stone unturned and take no prisoners. This is a raw, unfiltered account of what happened that fateful creative night. We also laugh and make the best of a truly unfair, unprofessional, and unfortunate situation. Let's dive in.
Inserting exclusive audio recording from the vault.
Tell him what happened, Tyson.
All right, long story, medium, I guess now.
Yeah, medium.
So we get to creative night about 7:30.
Like 7:15.
No, it was 7:30.
7:30, okay.
Yeah, 7:30. So already, this is why I'm telling it.
All right. Because my details are all frazzled.
His brain has been scrambled right now. So we get to creative night about 7:30. Walk in, check in. Everything's normal.
Except for it's a new place.
It is a new place. Yeah. So it's a new place. It's not mud anymore. Mud water. I don't even know what this new place is called. Walk in, check in, everything goes normal. Make some chit chat, talk with a couple people. Spencer finds some lovelies that he wants to talk to, so he goes and does it.
Dude, both of them were pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I liked them both. So,
and then one was significantly shorter.
Yeah.
Anyway, we move on to the part of the night, which is, the creative activity, which was honestly not a creative activity. It was just carnival games, equally fun, but there was not like a lot of creativity going on.
No,
right. That's just a quick side note. It was probably creative to put together. Mm-hmm. I'll give them that. All right. Anyway, They're playing the little games. It's going, it's just going like the way creative night always starts. We're not even done with the freaking first part of the night with getting the creative games finished.
But it's about an hour in.
It's like 8:30.
And we're sitting in the very middle.
We're sitting in because we wanted some good seats.
Yeah.
So we got in like the very middle row. Like if you wanted to get to us, you'd have to walk through some people. Mm-hmm. Well, someone decided they wanted to walk through some people.
Oh no.
So next thing I know, we're sitting there. And Spencer's to my left. I'm sitting in the aisle. What would he have done if we were like in the middle of everybody and like not as easily accessible? That would have been so awkward. All right. So anyway, we're sitting there. The next thing I know, the security guard is next to me, leaning over, talking to and says, like, looks at Spencer. And I feel like you kind of clocked it. Like within the first two words, you were like, I already know what's happening. But the dude basically tells Spencer, he's like, hey, listen, so I don't want to make a big deal. It's just it's not me. It's the people that work here. You can't wear that hat. Referring to the hat that Spencer's wearing. It's like you just can't. So we're just gonna have to ask you to take it off. You just take it off. And he is like fully in mode of like, I don't want a problem. I'm just gonna try to do this and be done with it. And he's like, yeah, you just take off that hat.
And what is the hat? And
the hat is a black hat that Spencer's wearing with dark gray lettering that says America First.
Whoa.
That's all it says. And he's saying, yeah, basically the people who work here, whether it's their policy or he's just a security guard. I don't really blame him. He's just doing whatever he was told to do. Sure. And he's like, yeah, the people who work here, they say like, you can't wear that hat. So just take it off. And Spencer's like, well, I'm not taking it off. And Spencer is fuming already. Like he's not blowing up. Like this is, keep in mind, this is in the middle of like everything. Like they're wrapping up the games. People are just all watching, but we're in the middle of everyone. Like this is just anyone who wants to look can look and see the sideshow that's going on. And this
is going on for like
at least 5 minutes. Yeah.
Because I said, well, I'm not taking the hat off.
And then the guy was like, well, then I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And then Spencer was like, well, who has a problem with me? He's like, oh, it's the people who work here. He's like, well, then they can come talk to me. He's like, well, they're not going to do, they're having me come talk to you. I don't think they're going to want to come. So it's like a lot of back and forth at this point. And I'm sitting here. Spencer's my ride, by the way. So like, I'm like sitting here like, God, motherfucker. And so I'm kind of trying to wait. I'm also sort of waiting to maybe jump in. I'm waiting for Spencer to like pop off for a second so I can be like, oh, what he means to say is we'll talk about this right now. But like he composes himself pretty well for a guy who's clearly like annoyed.
I just looked forward and was like kind of ignoring him. For a while there.
Which was then adding to the uncomfortability that I was feeling of like, fuck, dude. We get to a point where it's like, listen, they can talk to me. Spencer was like, they can talk to me. I'm done. I don't want to leave, and I'm not taking this hat off. And it's like, well, okay, well then here, let's just step aside and I'll have them come over, and then they can all talk. I look at Spencer. I'm like, you want me to come with you? And he's like, yeah. I was like, all right. Yeah. We get up.
I'm so glad Tyson had my back, dude.
I won't lie. I thought about being like, good luck, buddy. No, I'm kidding. I never would do that. But
then your letter of recommendation to be revoked.
He is not reliable. He's
a bad friend.
He would not do well in your acting program. No, but so we get up and then we have to do the walk of shame through like people with the security guard leading. And so then the lady walks over carrying her dog, and it's like she walks over. I think you said something. You were like, "So what's the problem?" And she's like, "Oh, we can't. We are a place. We rent out space to all sorts of businesses. We can't have
this on social media.
We can't have this on. So we don't have any. Can't have any messages of political nature of any kind. If someone was wearing a Biden shirt, we would have them
strip down and take their shirt off.
Yeah, we would have them, remove their whatever. We have to be neutral. None of it really makes sense,
obviously.
To be honest, from my perspective, an apolitical person, the key points that I can make note of are: holy crap, people are so indoctrinated that he's not wearing his "Make America Great" hat. Yeah, it just says "America First." That's not tied to any political party.
No, it's not.
At all. Also,
that'd be like if I had a USA hat.
Yeah, like USA. Take that hat off, but I live here. Like, would it have been okay if I wore like a Canada hat? I don't understand. I'm confused. Like, what if I was wearing a hat that said Free Palestine? That clearly should violate their rules. Anyway, the point is, it's also a black hat with charcoal lettering. What photos are you worried it's going to show up in? It's going to just look black on Instagram. What the hell are you talking about?
Did they give any new reasons, or
no? There were no new reasons, and we weren't there for very long. It was mostly like I think because Spencer was like, "Well, fuck it, let's just get out of here," and it's like, "All right, fine." As I told him, the only way that I would have handled that differently is to just be like, first of all, this isn't even a political hat. It's not tied to any political party. And B, before we leave, why don't you go ahead and pull over our hosts who are renting this space from you, and you can describe to them why this is happening.
Oh, that
would have been good. Yeah. I mean, they were in the middle of, Sarah was presenting though, so I mean.
Well, it was like, we'll stand over here to the side. Before you make us leave, I'd like you to explain to the hosts that are renting this space from you why you're asking me to leave. Or what you're asking me to do, that you're asking that I remove my hat for whatever reason. I did tell Spencer that, because we were like, fuck it, we're just fucking out of here. I was like, dude, just email or message Sarah and Josiah and just say like, hey, as people who are renting this space, I want to describe what happened. And then just tell them what happened. Because I think they deserve to know as people who are, renting that space.
And say how uncomfortable, honestly, and awkward that was.
Because it totally is, to be honest. It was like you walk up in the middle of the entire group. We're literally in the middle of everybody. Clearly, anyone who's looking could ascertain something. I mean, they wouldn't know exactly what is going on, but they could be like, oh, why is someone so-and-so getting kicked out? Essentially is what it looks like. And it's like, dude, it's annoying. It's obviously frustrating and embarrassing. Like, you know, I wasn't even the one like directly involved, but I know exactly what that feels like. So I get it. And it's like, dude, so I that was my advice to him is like, tell Sarah and Josiah in like professional, essentially email, just exactly what happened and what was going on. And it's like, maybe nothing comes of it, but it's like, they deserve to know, you know?
Yeah. And I think that any good leader should recognize that that was kind of ridiculous thing that happened. But outside of that, also because I know that Sarah and Josiah are conservative and would like then that's going to be interesting too. It's like, again, even no matter what their political belief is, it's weird that it happened. But secondly, it's like if they can't have anything that would represent like their own beliefs, then that's like even more reason for concern than it already is.
Are they going to tell us to all take off our cross necklaces? I saw a bunch of those.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're supposed to be neutral, to what end does that, like, that's what their excuse was.
Only plain colors, no graphics, nothing.
Like, to what end does that reach then? So no political representations of any kind. What about religious representation of any kind? You know, so I just think it's a dumb policy. And the fact that it's like, you're a space that rents out rooms to other companies. So are you dictating what their employees can or cannot? I don't understand.
Are they policing every people that rent their space?
It makes no sense. And also, I just have a gut reaction. There's no way to prove this without actually seeing it. But I'm like, when she said someone was wearing a Biden sweater, we tell them take it off. In my head, I'm like, I call bullshit on that. I have a feeling. So the whole thing was absolutely ridiculous. Fucking annoying.
I'm sorry that happened, guys. That's so dumb.
So dumb. As people, too, like, who have paid to be members, were coming in to
we drove from Anaheim and Long Beach all the way up to Santa Monica. Yeah,
to connect and network and meet up with the people, especially who we haven't seen in a long time, and also to try to, you know, in any way, etch out another niche of networking to better our lives and careers.
I'm going to be like, hey guys, work with me. I'm the guy that got kicked out of Creative Night.
Oh yeah, we're that guy that fucking got kicked out. Like,
oh man, that's frustrating.
That'll be better in the long run. You know, that'll like cause a stir.
Yeah, mutiny.
Oh, he didn't back down to pressure. I'm working with that guy.
What was the place? You don't remember?
What's it called?
I don't know. It's some abbreviation of like 4 letters.
Hold on.
No, the place is shit. That's what it is.
What's the address here? You have it? Nah, forget it. No.
I don't know. We don't know what it's called.
We forget what it's called. But yeah, dude, it was so weird.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. Especially because Creative Night's not that often either. It's not like you can just like pop up and try again tomorrow and hope the same people aren't there. It's like, this is, I don't know, once a month now? Twice a month?
Yeah.
Well, it's not even twice a month, I don't think. I think it's like once every month or 2, isn't it?
Oh, wow. They do it even less now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, that's another aspect of it too. That's just like, really? That's also why, again, I think it's fair that Sarah and Josiah know. Because it's like, it's not happening often. It's not like you can just pick up and try again next week or tomorrow and be like, I think the way it was handled from their end was poor. I think Spencer did as best he could in the moment with how he was feeling.
Yeah.
So, just a weird experience all around.
Shoot, guys. So what are you doing now? Are you just...
Well, now we're just chilling in the car. We're trying to figure out. I think we're going to go because, again, what were we here to do?
Yeah, we were going to be here till 10 o'clock. So we've been in the car for the last 20 minutes. Just talking shit, decompressing.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, I feel like I'm pressurizing.
Really? You want to go back in there?
So, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not okay. You want to see something political? but yeah, so we're probably gonna go back to Long Beach. I know a coffee spot that's open late, and we'll chit chat and talk creative stuff on our own. It does just kind of suck the idea that it's like, man, like I know from my perspective, and I'm sure it's similar with Spencer. It's like the whole point of going to creative night is to see all the submissions, but honestly,
it's the networking.
The networking is which is the least amount of time they dedicate to it, but it's the most important part is to just try to be like, cool, make any connection you can and try to etch that much closer to another gig. And it's like, great, well, that's just been taken from us. So it's like, you know what? Super annoying. But he and I will probably go somewhere and chit chat and talk about creative stuff on our own.
Yeah. Now they're going to have a ban out for any hat that says a country on it.
Yeah.
Can't have any geography.
Would it have worked if it said America last?
I got to go back in there and fire off all these one-liners.
Yeah.
Got some good ones.
And I wish I could have thought of all those one-liners in the moment, but it was like, at a certain point, it's like, I know they're not going to let me stay. And so it's just like, well, whatever. Like Tyson said, screw it. Let's just get out of here. Because it's like, we could just spend all night arguing with that lady, but it's like, it's not even worth the time. And I don't know, dude. It's just like, you just feel deflated and, persecuted and, like I said, embarrassed and pissed off and a million emotions when somebody treats you like that, escort you out of the middle of the room. I was just like, this is ridiculous. So
yeah, it's so dumb.
Maybe if you get a chance to drag out the conversation, you can speak with like some wit and like charm. Like maybe we get to stay at the end of the day. But
it's like at that point you don't even want to. It's hard to do, and like you don't even want to after you.
Yeah, I can feel
been treated that way.
But that's that part that I told you comes with age. When then the anger subsides, and then you can look at the humorous part of it. Because from her end, that's why I think it went the best way possible, given what we had access to in the moment. Is that we have two people speaking and reacting from emotion. That's why right now probably talking to her wouldn't go very far. Her whole position, the whole motivation to have someone ask you to take the hat off or leave, I think rooted more in emotion, not in logic, because for all the reasons that I've already stated.
Because she didn't agree with it, so she sends her security guard to come kick me out.
So
just take off the hat, just compromise, please, and then you can stay with your hat hair after we've already made a 5-minute scene. I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
Right. Well, then also it's like, wait, so just taking it off, but I'm holding it. The hat is still here. Like, it hasn't left the room. I don't, like, what the fuck are we talking about? I don't know. It's,
so dumb.
So dumb, dude. So dumb. So anyway, we were like, what's Andrew doing?
Inserting exclusive audio recording from the vault.
Being recorded. So,
okay.
I have an update with the Creative Night saga.
Yeah.
So, I got a call from Josiah, and
I got a call.
Yeah. I thought that the saga was over. I thought it was kind of a one and done kind of deal,
Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem like there was much else to do.
Well, apparently there's more to do, because Josiah calls me and he lets me know that he's been battling with the venue, and the venue has now permanently banned and blacklisted me from their property.
Wait, what?
Yes, dude.
What?
I'm not kidding, dude. I wish I was.
Wait, you have been banned and blacklisted for doing what they ask?
I guess.
Like, okay, all right. What did Josiah have to say? I imagine this came up because you signed. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come to Creative Night.
So I was planning on going to the next Creative Night.
Oh, this Friday, right?
Yeah, this Friday. And Josiah calls and lets me know, hey, there's been a whole development. The venue is blacklisting you. They're banning you. We've been on a call with them, fighting for you and going to bat for you and for our members. And this is completely unfair because they never even told us any rules like this. It's ridiculous. They said that they went through and interviewed people surrounding to see if my side of the story checked out. And they said, obviously it did.
So they actually talked with other people who kind of might have been there?
Yeah, they talked to other people in Creative Night to see what happened. And they said, yeah, that exactly what I said. You know, we went back and forth a little bit with the security guard, but everything still remained calm, even though there was disagreements. And eventually we left. And that was that. And even still, they just don't even want me on their property.
I mean, just for Josiah as well, if he wants just another person who was like, I was there, you can always tell him he can call me too.
Yeah.
If you want. It's up to you.
Well, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. They said that they've done everything that they can, but the people at the venue are just being hella unreasonable and they're not willing to engage in good faith, you know, and
is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Really? Wow. So, like, did they give a specific reason as to why? Did they make a because of such and such, or did they just tell him like straight up, like, oh, this person is banned?
Yeah, it was just this person is banned. They didn't tell me that there was any reason. It's not like they said, oh, this person is unruly and aggressive and crazy. They didn't even say any of that because they have no leg to stand on. All they said is it's our business. We don't want this person here and we hold all the cards, you know?
Oh, what the fuck?
So,
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And it's horrible because that's like such an incredible community. And I was really looking forward to continuing to grow there and make connections. And it's been such a great experience so far. And it just sucks that that's taken away now for the foreseeable future.
What ban-worthy action happened? It's like, you know, no cops had to be called. We just left. Like,
yeah, I didn't even cuss him out or anything. Like, we didn't do anything. We just left.
Wow.
So,
I mean, we tried to like communicate and say like, well, based on what you're telling me, this is the situation. And then it was like, all right, fine. You know, we'll just go because I don't want to acquiesce to this rule. And then the funny part is the conversation afterwards. We're like, well, I guess just in the future, we'll just avoid clothing like that. And it's like, nope, don't even have a chance to show up in like neutral clothes or whatever. It's just like, no, fuck that guy. He's banned.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck, dude?
So Josiah and Sarah are refunding me my membership fee as a Tyson olive branch, you know, and I'm like, well, and they feel horrible about it. They said that like they're really thankful that I'm handling it so well and with grace, you know, because I told them like it's not on you guys, it's on them. They're the ones being unreasonable. I appreciate you guys sticking up for me and doing what you can. And, you know, please do let me know if there's any changes and I'd love to be a part of it. If it's at another venue or things change. But I guess as of this point, it's kind of it is what it is.
That's crazy. Wow. Assuming nobody else from Creative Night has reached out to you or anything.
No. I wish they did, but no. No, I wish I had more friends there. I know a handful of people, but I don't think anybody caught wind of exactly what was going on and I didn't really bring it up to people.
Dude, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, I'm really sad because like I wanted to continue going with you. I've loved going with you, man.
Yeah, dude. Damn, man, that's just crazy, man. I can't even understand it.
Yeah.
Like, wow. All it took was one hat and a
little bit of patriotism
and a firm, but then ultimately polite acquiescing to their request to get banned. If I knew you were going to get banned, I'd have been like, nah, fuck them. We'll just, you know, they can kick us out.
Like you're saying we would have made a bigger deal?
Yeah, because the whole point of what you did and what I helped supported you in doing was like to preserve the relationship or the ability to come here in the future. Like, we'll just go.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like, so what the fuck? So it's like, had I known the result was going to be, we're going to get banned, I'd have been like, well, fuck it. Let's just stick it to this classified. And like, you know, at least give her a piece of our mind and tell her off instead of being, you know, cordial and polite about it. Like, that's ridiculous.
I know. And what's really crazy is Josiah said, hey, they said that once you and I were outside, that the security guard had to come tell us to leave the premises, even outside in the parking lot. And I was like, no, that did not happen. I was like, that did not happen. Like, we were out there, we walked 20, 30 feet and we chatted, you and me, for a couple minutes about how ridiculous it was and what we were going to do next and where we were going to go. but they never came and talked to us again. We just left peacefully.
Yeah. So first of all, they lied.
Yeah.
They're fucking lying. Second of all, the reason we were standing out there in the first place is it was fucking raining, and we were standing in a part that wasn't being rained on, so we could try to figure out what the fuck we're going to do.
Exactly.
So, I mean, this is an example where we did everything correctly, and yet this is still the outcome. You've been banned from entering a place, and all it took for you to get banned was to wear something they didn't like and for you to ultimately agree politely to leave.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to come at this at hyperbole, but it is, to me, this is one of those things where it's like, dude, fuck that. Everything that I fucking hate about the current situation that we're in with certain people in either this country or specifically this state, where it's like people are so fucking sensitive, it pisses me off. And that this is ban worthy. Like, that's absolutely fucking ridiculous. You know, it'd be different if it was like, oh, and he was belligerent and he was fucking cussing at it. He called me a cunt and said, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, all right, fine. Then yeah, now sure. I get why you banned him. Like, none of that shit happened. So as far as I'm concerned, if it were me, if I guess I were giving some sort of PR advice, and I'll obviously take everything I say with a grain of salt, I would make like some kind of podcast clip about this and then try to like email that or get that into even people that you might disagree with, get it into their hands so the story has a chance to blow up. Send that to whoever Michael Knowles' podcast, either to him directly or whoever his company is. Send that to Tucker Carlson, if you like, whatever his company is. Hell, even send it to left wing things, so that way they might pick it up. Because if they try to spin it into like can you believe this guy trying to complain, blah blah blah? It's like, well, then it'll get picked up by the other side as well. I would send that shit to as many people as I could, because that's fucking bullshit. Sorry, I swear a lot in this recording.
It's okay. Yeah, it is. It is bullshit. And it's like, I can't believe it. But on the other hand, I can, just because, like you said, how sensitive times we're living in and how ridiculous people are. And the company is called Omnicom. And so I did a little research about that. It's some big global company and they own all these office buildings. And it's like, it probably is within their legal right to just kick out whoever they want. You know what I mean? It's like, if they own the building, then private property or something. But if it's being rented out, like, I don't know all the legality. It seems wrong, but like, I feel like they probably have their bases covered, you know?
If I thought you were going to be able to win a legal case, I'd say try to contact a lawyer. But in this example, yeah, they may legally have the right to do what they did on basically no information.
Yeah.
But you're trying to win an ideal like battle here. You're trying to win a philosophical battle here, not a legal one.
Yeah, I know. I'm publishing the first audio recording when we called Andrew and told him the whole story. I'm gonna publish that on the next podcast episode that I put out there, so it will be out there. We didn't know the name of the venue at that point, but that's why I wanted to record this. And obviously I won't put in the whole thing. I might just cut up a few clips from this call, just of the update, you know, and I'll probably publish this as well, just the update that happened, because I wanted to get your reaction. I know you'd appreciate it and also lose your mind and commiserate with me, because it is ridiculous and it's just so unfortunate.
Here's a crazy thing. You and I had conversations afterwards where we explored topics that we don't necessarily see eye to eye, and we have general philosophies right now to some degree that we disagree on. But it's like, never in my wildest imagination would I think this is a person who needs to be banned from a space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if they absolutely loathe everything your article of clothing stood for. It's a foundational value that, like, you just need to deal with ideas you don't like. You know what I mean? And again, if you had been violent, if you had been verbally abusive to these people and like went off the rails, like, okay, I can see their case. That couldn't have been farther from what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's crazy to me that it's like, I will compromise with you and I will leave instead of doing what I really want to do, which is not take off the hat and not leave, but I will go ahead and leave.
Yeah.
You know, so like, were they so scared of nothing? Were they so scared of an illusion that they had to ban someone? Like, I don't understand. And then this whole idea that, well, that they lied and that they said, oh, well, we asked them to leave the premises even when they were outside. It's like, A, no, you didn't. And B, like when they came out, because remember we saw them come outside and I was like, oh, don't even look at them. Don't look at them because it's her and it's good. And I was like, don't look at them because, people, they're going to be in their own head and they're going to freak out about nothing. And so, we didn't even look at them. And what were we doing outside the building? Hiding from the rain because they kicked us out while it's raining and tried to decide where to go before we walked through the rain to our car.
Yeah.
So the fact that they are then, I don't know why they felt the need to lie and say that they had, like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That they are lying. That's the biggest part. There's the banning, which is, I do think that's ridiculous, but to me, the more egregious part of the story is that on part of their decision-making for the ban, they also lie on top of it.
Yeah.
So that part is what really pisses me off. So you made up a story in your head that somehow you're threatened by that didn't even exist. It's two guys who are trying to decide, do we want to go to Denny's? Dude, no, I hate Denny's. Let's go somewhere else. Fuck.
Oh, man, it's crazy.
Real quick, listen, can you do me a favor? Can you send me Josiah's number? Because I want to reach out to him.
Yeah.
Just to be like, hey, this is Tyson with blah, blah, blah. And because I really want to stress on him that I'm like, dude, if they told you that they had to come out and talk to us and tell Spencer to leave the premises after, like, outside, like, that's a bold. I know Spencer already told you it's not true. I just really want to highlight the point that it's a bold-faced lie, and that is extremely bothersome. And I just want to at least have you hear from my voice as someone who's not banned.
And still a member. Yeah.
Yeah, who's still a member, that this is like an offense to me as a human being. So
yeah, dude, please, I would love that. Definitely reach out to him, man. I would love that. I love that you support me, and I appreciate that you have my back and that you're on the right side of this. I'm glad you care. It means a lot.
That shit just pisses me off. It just pisses me off.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
Yeah. I'll send you his number. Are you going to call him? Or are you going to text, or what are you going to do?
I'll probably just send a voice memo. Yeah. It's so weird when the era that we're in, because it's like, if it were the early 2000s or the 90s again, you just go for a call. A text is like too impersonal for what I want to do, but I don't know him that well enough maybe to call, especially because it's his cell phone. So I'll just send him a voice memo.
Yeah, you're like, email, voice memo, text message, call, cyber stalk. What do we do? DM.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell do I do?
All right. Yeah, I'll send it over to you, and let me know what you end up saying and if he responds, and we can go from there.
Sweet, dude. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, for sure. All right, bro. Well, I'm going to hop off here. Thanks for calling.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode or were enraged by it, do me a favor and leave a rating/review. 5 stars is a power play. Be sure to follow me on social medias at Spencer Whiteout to stay up to date. Keep supporting my friends at MW Creative Night. And as always, stay tuned, stay hyped. That's a wrap.
And that's it.